Hey guys, so I am delighted to announce we are now integrated Google Analytics 4 with Rockee. So I'm going to talk through a few things as to why this is super exciting. So when we started building Rockee a year or so ago, the use case that we had, the problem that we were trying to solve is that content marketers guess from analytics data. So my background is in performance, like what works, what doesn't, and how can we make things how can we make things better, basically. And I always got frustrated because we get a client or a user say like, how good is the content? And then I go into a GA4 dashboard and I look at some numbers and I would guess. I'd look at dwell time, bounce rate, and go, I think it's going well, or it could be a bit better. I had no way of giving feedback as to how you could improve that content, what the users really wanted, whether we met search intent. I kind of had to guess from numbers alone. And that's not good enough. Like, we can be collecting feedback, we can understanding how well things are resonating with the audience. And that's why Rockee was born. So these cool sets of collection widgets, which you can customize, brand, put on any type of content, now work in your favor to collect that data, but we still need the analytics side of things as well. So what I'm going to do today is quickly talk you through how that works in your Rockee account. Now, this is a feature that is only available on paid accounts, but even our lowest tier paid account at £39 a month means you can start integrating that data and understanding what works and what doesn't. So you just need to jump into content analytics and click integrate with Google Analytics 4, connect it with the relevant account. So let's connect it to my website, my GA4, and press connect. So as you can see, this only takes a few seconds to set up. It's super quick and easy. And what Rockee is going to do for you, it's going to collect all that data that you've collected across all those URLs, and it's going to match it against GA4 data as well. So it's super easy for you. I can't get over how easy this is for you to go and get set up. And now what we can really give you is the context behind the numbers. So traditionally, you're going to look at your page URLs and titles, the number of views, and you're going to look at key data like engagement time, engagement rate, bounce rate, conversions, and you're going to kind of get an estimate of how things are working. But now we can go that extra step further and tell you why things might be working and why things might not be working. So these numbers are great to give you like some early context, but if something isn't getting good ratings, you can quickly understand which items to prioritize and look at the feedback specifically and go, okay, where could we do a little bit better? And equally for the content that's really working, like what are those high rated performers? They're probably going to be your next future stars. Google is really trying to prioritize high quality content, on-site engagement and clicks and data. And anything that's getting high ratings is likely an indicator of people having a really good experience on that page, reading all the way through and starting to understand engagement rate and engagement time behind it. So now you've got the context as to why things are working. So we're making things so easy for you when judging content performance. So I'm going to give you one last quick example. Let's look at this particular piece of content. This is one of our most popular pieces over the last year or so. And you can dive into that feedback. So I understand this is getting good ratings, but now I can start to understand why. So I set up my widgets to try and find out who my audience is by like job role and job title. I get feedback from those users as well. And I can match everything up against that data. So this is super easy, super useful, and hopefully taking all of that guesswork out of content performance for you. So what's next is, we're constantly building and taking feedback. I'd love to hear from you what you think. How would you use this data? What would you want to see next? Are there extra columns, extra data points that you're looking for? And where you would go next with everything. The one thing that is definitely next on our roadmap is introducing Search Console data as well. So it'll be likely you can look at, queries and, the keywords that are going against these pages, and some of your SERP performance as well, like click-through rate and ranking as well. So that's something that we've already got in the pipeline, but I'd love to know what you guys think and what you would add to it as well. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll speak to you soon.